That that is wild. Alright, we're gonna have to deal with that later. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Tell you what. Let's even go here. Welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. So as we continue on our journey, we've just left Redcliffe. Arl Eamon is still comatose. We're heading through Surcher's Pass towards Orzammar. Saved Connor, that was good. I'm writing journal entries in this game as it goes on, so be sure to check the description and comments, and I'll go along as I'm doing a sort of journal entry, and soon we'll have an accompanying to be able to go with that. But hope you enjoy watching my gameplay. You're going to be watching me play, but I'm going to have the camera off so we can all really get deep into it. I want to enjoy ourselves here. Let's continue for Ferelden. Oh, who has a level up? Shemp does, and he's got 6. He's the bestest boy. Okay, let's see. We really need to just give him as much health and higher amount of damage they can take. Let's bump that all the way. There we go. Next. Combat training, shred, overwhelm, nemesis. Let's do combat training. There we go. Good boy. Let's see, so we've told the blacksmith his door is locked. We told him that his daughter's missing. Let's see. Smithy? Smithy, you okay? I sure hope he doesn't kill himself. Shouldn't happen, but you never really know. All the shops should be open now that the whole deal with the undead has passed. That's Caitlin's home. Let's see. Let's go to the general store. See if they have anything to buy or sell now. No, still as barren as the last time that I was here. Okay, cool.
I shall do it.
What about those wildings, or chastened, that were over here? Wild folk. Wynn's home. Hey, now that you guys survived, everything okay in here? Yeah? No?
As you say.
Then I guess there isn't really much to do now, but except, oh, hang on. Sister lady has things for us to do here. Oh yeah, did we accept some jobs? I can't remember what we did. No quests available at this time.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Anytime. Quest completed. Cool. What quest was that? Skin deep. You brought the Chantry an adequate number of corpse skull samples. Cool. Any other jobs? No?
The deep dark before dawn's first light seems eternal, but know that the sun always rises.
This is also true. Forever do we wander in darkness until we find the light. So from here, we're going to go to Surcher's Pass. Let's talk to Morgan for a little bit.
What do you wish of me?
I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches,
saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend. Changing her form, certainly. Devouring lost children, I cannot say. She has not done it in my experience, though in truth my lifespan is but a fraction of her own. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know? There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary. They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask. The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess. No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the Chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could. But as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one. I'm shocked that you think so, being a mage of the circle as you were. But perhaps you felt a little like a caged bird as well, caught within that dark tower. I thought so. Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. Indeed, you could learn the spells required if I cared to teach you. Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch? Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
You just gotta listen. You just gotta talk to them. Show genuine interest in what they have to say, and you can bag anybody, man or woman. People just want to be seen. People just want to be heard. You want to be part of someone's life? Take genuine interest in their life. And when she called me little man, that shit shivers. I love this game.
It is begun.
So, Mabari dominance right here. Marking major landmarks. Once established, the dominant Mabari grants a substantial increase in confidence and stature within his territory. So if you help Shemp piss on special things around the world, he gets a buff and so do you. Isn't that fucking cool? Yeah, right here. Mabari domination. Claims this area's territory, increasing the hound's aggression and tenacity in its defense.
Would you like something?
So keep an eye out for special trees to piss on. I feel the same way. Because you must understand that there's magic in animals knowing what they need. That's the world map. Who are you?
Our instructions are to send any returning knights to the castle.
Yeah, you have to respect that the nature of an animal to do that. Because that is true to life, I would say. So sometimes pissing like a dog does is the right way of going about things. I don't know. I'm not saying piss on your loved ones to establish dominance, unless they like that sort of thing. Make sure you ask. But I'm saying, yes, whoever... I refer to the Family Guy bit where Brian pees on top of Mount Everest to claim the world. Yes, I am a believer of whoever pees the highest gets territorial rights. Okay, so we're in the Redcliffe village. That was Redcliffe Castle. Should be going to Surcher's Pass. Although the route is more treacherous than Gerland's Pass to the north, Surcher's Pass can shave more than 2 days' travel off the journey to Orlais. There's like Calenhad docks, Brazilian outskirts. Sitting in the shadows of the old highway. Surcher's Pass. We're gonna go to Orzammar. We're gonna meet with the dwarves, and then we'll hit Denerim. Well, no, we'll meet with the dwarves, and then we'll go to Lake Calenhad docks, and then the Circle Tower to check on the Magi. We'll do... Yeah, so we're gonna do this big fucking swoop. Through Surcher's, up to Orzammar, over to the Ban Lowlands, Battlefield, Refugees, Caravan. Oh, these are things that I grabbed from the world map as missions. Anyway, Surcher's Pass to Orzammar, to Ban Loren lands, to Lake Calenhad, to the Circle Tower. We're gonna have to cut... Yeah, then we'll cut up north to the battlefield, down through the Banorn, check on the refugees, down to the Caravan, over to the Brazilian outskirts to see what the elves, and then we're gonna go fuck around in Denerim. That's where the Terran Logain is, and that's the main, like, area we're gonna have to go to. So I think that's the way to do it. It's the sort of, we'll swoop down here, and then circle back down up. Because we have 3 people to meet. The dwarves, the mages, and the elves. So we can assume that these guys are going to start going up north and west before they go east. Crossing the Banorn, going up the Dragon River, all the way up to Denerim, is going to take a long-ass time. Even if you're taking the coastlands, it would still take a while, to be sure. But they're going to want more kill, death, destruction, and tainting the lands. There's a lot more going on to the west than there is the east. So, we're going to Surcher's Pass. Ambush in the Frostback Mountains.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
This seems like a trap. Has to be a trap. There's no way. I don't trust her. Look at the way that those pigeons are hopping by suspiciously.
Trap right ahead.
Look, see? I stepped right in the bear trap. I just stuck my foot right fucking in it. Told you this was a trap. Assassino! Just a hand wave. Doesn't even get to say something badass first. You just... Oh.
The Grey Warden dies here!
are sorely mistaken. Here we go. I'm gonna cast Force Field on the mage so she can't move for a while. That will buy us time. There we go. And then, I need... Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna blow some fire this way on these guys. Leilana, I need you to pull back because I want to fireball those three. So, switch to your secondary. Okay, now you're using arrows. You to pop this guy right. The crippling shot so he doesn't move. Alistair, how are you doing, buddy? You hanging in? Everything going well? He's crippling. Or he's crip, either way. Okay, now... Oh my god. Leilana, you need to move. Don't want you to tank that. Okay. Here. There we go. Oh, right. Because she has force field. I forgot that's not going to have an effect on her. Oh wait, both of you guys are going to die fairly soon, actually. Use our control. Just attack him normally. These guys aren't mage in the back isn't even, but... Let's see, is this one dead all the way? No, you, hordes beyond your comprehension. Up, she chain lightning. Damn, that chain lightning was good. Son of a bitch. We get help with. Alright, there we go. And hit her back with this lightning. That's good. Damn, with the fireball, that was a killer. That was a fucking stone cold ass killer. God damn it, we died. We fucking died. We fucking died. Oh. Look at the soft lock. Am I not really good? It did. It soft locked. Oh, you know what? It's because it thinks that I have, it thinks because I have Shemp. And I can't dismiss him, is the thing. Can I dismiss him? Like, level up. A lot of shit into your constitution, now you're a strong boy. Combat training. Also, I don't have a dismiss Shemp, does it? That's why when I get into the battle, I'll make sure that I summon him. I will also save before and after.
I will help however I can.
ask?
Let us be on our way. As you say.
I just realized, damn it, again, I could have gone to the party. Can't go back, shit. I could have gone back to the party camp, healed up, and made some friends and shit. Can I actually just redo that? No, because I didn't fucking save. God damn it. Alright, we'll save here. Son of a bitch. There you go. Alright, so live or breathe. This is how we do it.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Who's ready to die?
More enemies ahead.
Begin the I never liked this part.
fucking dying, man.
Right ahead. Trap. Right ahead. Trap. Right ahead.
You should run while you can. I never liked this part. Battle is... Damn it. I hate this part.
So be it.
Let's end this.
I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet. Ah, so I'm to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
Okay, just be open about it, shit.
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely. Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further. Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the crows pause, so let me serve you instead. I happen to be a very loyal person, up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing, in which case I don't come very well recommended, I suppose. To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you. Possibly. I happen to know their wily ways, however. I can protect myself as well as you. Not that you seem to need much help. And if not, well, it's not as if I had many alternatives to start with, is it? Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair? Why? Because I am skilled at many things, from fighting to stealth and picking locks. I could also warn you should the Antivan crows attempt something more sophisticated, now that my attempts have failed. I also know a great many jokes. 12 massage techniques, 6 different card games. I do wonderful at parties, no?
Fuck it, that actually sold me.
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea? Alright, I see your point. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate, I think it just knocked on the door and said hello.
A fine plan. But I would examine your food and drink far more closely from now on, were I you.
That's excellent advice for anyone.
Welcome, Zevran. Having an Antivan crow join us sounds like a fine plan.
Oh, you are another companion to be, then? I wasn't aware such loveliness existed amongst adventurers, surely.
Or maybe not.
I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Fuck yeah, Zevran's part of the party. Now, here's the question. We're getting a lot of good characters. We got some Sten, we got some Zevran, Mabari. But I've got most of the main cast. Leilana would be the one. Alistair's my best buddy and Patty. Yeah, we'll see you in camp, Zevran. Everyone doesn't approve, damn. It's fine. Look, we have to make these allies, alright? You guys will be able to deal with it for now. It's gonna be worth it later. Okay, here we are in Surcher's Pass. Go back to the world map. Go to the camp room.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe.
What's on your mind?
You let Lady Isolde sacrifice herself with blood magic. How could you do that? No, of course not. But there must have been another way. Something that didn't involve using blood magic of all things. This is the Arl's son we're talking about here. What do you think he'll say when we revive him? I just don't know how you could do it. How you could make that decision. I owe the Arl more than this. You're right. Of course you're right. I'm such an ass. I should know better than to second guess you like this. Oh, why am I getting on your back about it? You did what you had to. It's just... all this death. Never mind. Let's just stop there before I do more than shove my foot in my mouth like an idiot.
It's a good thing I had so many points with Alistair. Fuck, I'm fucking up with everybody right now. I'm honestly trying to do the best I can, man.
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
Well, while you were getting upset with me for having to sacrifice Lady Isolde, a woman who you said didn't like you anyway, Alistair, you said was a jerk to you, made you feel like that castle wasn't even a home despite everything Arl Eamon did for you. Okay, while all that shit was going on, Mr. I've got things to work out, but I'm going to take it out on my best friend. It's okay, I don't blame you, you're just trying to work through something. I found this in Redcliffe, and I kept it for you because you're my best buddy in the whole wide world.
Oh, the Arl study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that? I guess you could be right. We never really talked that much. And then the way I left... Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things. I don't know what to say. I'm honored. Thanks again.
Yeah, see, suddenly I'm not so bad of a guy, huh? Sacrificed your stepmom and then gave you something of your mother's. So, there you go. Morally ambiguous.
Something I can help with? What is meant by someone like me? Did you think I was always a cloistered sister? The Chantry provides succor and safe harbor to all who seek it. I chose to stay and become affirmed. We affirm our belief in the Maker, in Andraste and the Chant, but other than that, there are no vows taken. I was a traveling minstrel in Orlais. Tales and songs were my life. I performed, and they rewarded me with applause and coin. And my skill in battle? Well, you pick up different skills when you travel, yes? Yes, of course. Let's move on.
Here I am. Oh, this should be good. Go ahead. Well, the crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training. The sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is the desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field. I don't know about that. It's simply a slightly different skill set from your average killer as I see it. An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler. See? Getting paid for the act is beside the point. An assassin is more a tactical choice than a lifestyle. Of course, the crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we? Hmm?
Yes. I am hardly surprised. To answer a question. The Arishok asked what is the Blight. By his curiosity, I am now here. The one who commands the Antam, the body of the Quanari. Why do you? Exactly. You don't ask, nor do I. The Arishok sends me and I go. A portion of it. Were you not at Ostagar when the army was overwhelmed? That is your answer. Yes. I cannot go home. Thank you. Can we move on? We keep the Darkspawn waiting. As you wish.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I suppose since you told me about you being a Grey Warden, it's only fitting for me to be as open. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose. So, as I said, things were going well. But good things must come to an end. One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that. Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tags. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold. That's exactly how I see it. The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out. Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back. You're quite welcome. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you? Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
Fucking love Sandal, man. All my homies love Sandal.
That's how I've always felt. As long as he's happy, so am I. It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least. Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the lost tags, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming. People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch. That's what I tell myself, too. Ah, these are dark times indeed. Dark times, my friend. The dark spawn have attacked Lothering. I don't think everyone even had fled by the time they came either. Word has it they swarmed the entire area, making off with prisoners and burning down the buildings, and then they were gone. Just as quick. I wonder if there's anyone left. I heard some chanters were going to head down south, maybe to try to find some survivors. I'm not holding out hope myself. That's what I've heard on the road anyhow. Take it for what it is. It's said that the city of Highever is full of troops sent by Tien Logain. There's been rumors of a revolt, maybe even one that killed the Kuzlan family. That's what I've heard on the road anyhow. Take it for what it is. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
He has good stuff. Holy shit.
Is that for me? Really? Wow! Wow!
Flowers? For me? They smell lovely, and there's something so familiar about them. These were my mother's flowers. She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much.
Interesting.
Unexpected. Thank you.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
fuck?
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I want to hang on to the gemstones because I feel like I could find a dwarf in Orzammar who would pay more for them. Dwarves are always known for their jewelry and metallurgy.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Enchantment? Enchantment! Enchantment? Enchantment! Enchantment?
Oh, certainly, I can do that for you. Just come with me.
Enchantment?
Oh, certainly, I can do that for you. Just come with me.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed. I await your command. So, full of questions, are you? Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I? Would it not be easier simply to poke at me with a stick? I think I will elect to answer the question for now, if you do not mind. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness. Would you not do the same? Your world is an unforgiving and cold place. The wilds I hail from is home to me, and I a natural denizen. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for. Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested. Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting? To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again. You are a fine one to be pointing out the humor of fate. Shall we examine your predicament on the whole? Let's not. Me? I prefer the jest on me to the jest on you. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
+4, baby. Yeah. Okay, have I talked to everyone properly? I'm holding my dog in my hands. Get him, my old dog. I love her so much. I just need to think of how far party camps have come since then. Everything just standing around. Okay. Oh yeah, not catching on fire, getting damaged. It's okay, Mom. Let's see. Can I have any more conversation with anyone, or is that pretty much tapped? I mean, I'm sure I could have more conversation with them. And let's see. Did we talk to Alistair truly?
Something on your mind? Of course. Never what? Had a good pair of shoes? I'm not sure I do. Have I never seen a basilisk? Ate jellied ham? Have I never licked a lamppost in winter? Make fun of my comrade in arms? Perish the thought. Well, you tell me. Have you ever licked a lamppost in winter? Just the once? And you didn't lose half of your tongue in the process? I'm impressed. I, myself, never had the pleasure. Not that I haven't thought about it, of course. But, you know. Well, living in the Chantry is it's not exactly a life for rambunctious boys. They raised me to be a gentleman. That's not so bad, is it? I've no urge to rush into anything. We may not even survive what is to come, after all. Enough. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's go.
Everyone's got to sleep with the dog. Light. Everything's shining. Oh my god, it's a new day. How beautiful. Look at that occlusion. Look at these. Look at those god rays.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind? Of course I do. I love stories far too much to keep them to myself. Everyone should be able to benefit from them, I think. Of course, Orlesians enjoy telling stories. I shall tell you my favorite tale of Aveline, the Knight of Orlais. A long time ago, a girl child was born to a farmer. He had hoped for a son, not a daughter, and so he told his wife to abandon the child in the woods. Before the cold could claim her, the baby was found by a tribe of Dalish elves who took pity on the poor mewling thing and raised her as their own. Aveline, for that is what they called her, grew strong and quick and clever under the guidance of the elves. She learned to wield the sword as well as any man, could kill a deer with an arrow at 100 paces, and was as graceful on the back of a horse as she was on foot. Avelin's Dalish guardians saw that she could easily best any Orlesian chevalier in battle, and wanted to show the cruel humans the child they had left to die. They bestowed upon her a fine horse and armor, and sent her to prove herself to her people in the grand tourney. Now in those days, no woman was allowed to take up arms, let alone compete in the grand tourney, but Aveline kept her helmet on and was not discovered. Aveline won many events and gained the approval of the adoring crowd. Eventually, she came face to face with the knight Kaleva in the grand melee. Aveline had already bested him in the joust, and Kaleva was determined not to lose a second time. Out of desperation to regain his honor, Kaleva tripped Aveline and tossed her to the ground, ripping off her helmet as he did so. Silence fell upon the arena as Aveline was revealed. Kaleva declared the previous competitions invalid. A woman had taken part, and this was not allowed. But the crowd cheered for Aveline. Kaleva was furious, for he had lost to a woman and was now being shamed. Blinded by his rage, he forced Aveline to her knees. "Know your place, woman," cried he, and slit her throat. The son of the king, Prince Freyan, was present. He recognized Aveline's skill and bravery and began to see the injustice done to the women in his land. When he was made king, he rewrote the laws of Orlais so that women could also become chevalier. He honored Aveline and knighted her after her death. And to this day, any female who is knighted reveres Aveline the Brave, for she is the patron of all women chevalier.
Here I am. Oh, this should be good. Go ahead. Oh, you wish to know about Antiva, do you? The only way to truly appreciate it would be to go there. It is a warm place, not cold and harsh like this Ferelden. In Antiva it rains often, but the flowers are always in bloom. Or so the saying goes. It's not really a matter of wanting to go back. I cannot go. At least not yet. I hail from the glorious Antiva city, home to the royal palace. It is a glittering gem amidst the sand, my Antiva city. Do you come from someplace comparable? No? That is too bad. If you were, then surely you would spend as much time boasting about it as I do. You know what is most odd? We speak of my homeland, and for all its wine and its dark-haired beauties and the lilo flutes of the minstrels, I miss the leather the most. I mean the smell. For years, I lived in a tiny apartment near Antiva City's leather-making district, in a building where the crows stored their youngest recruits, packed in like crates. I grew accustomed to the stench, even though the humans complained of it constantly. To this day, the smell of fresh leather is what reminds me most of home more than anything else. Oh, not so long, I know. It is my first time away from Antiva, however, and the thought of never returning makes me think of it constantly. Before I left, I was tempted to spend what little coin I possessed on leather boots I spotted in a store window. Finest Antivan leather, perfect craftsmanship. But I was a fool to leave them. I thought, Zevran, you can buy them when you return as a reward for a job well done. More the fool I, no? True, and it's a comforting thought. One simply never knows what is to come next. How could I have suspected I would end up defeated by a handsome Grey Warden, a man who then spares my life? I could not. Even Grey Wardens who spare the lives of assassins? Understood. Now, if it is all the same to you, I would prefer not to speak more of Antiva. It makes me wistful and hungry for a proper meal.
Something on your mind? Of course. You never asked? We are friends. I didn't mean to... It wasn't supposed to... Oh, let me explain. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then, after the battle, when I should have told you... I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that? I should have told you, anyway. It was important for you to know. I guess part of me likes you not knowing. They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me. For all the good it does me, my blood seems certain to haunt me no matter what I do. I guess I should be thankful that Arl Eamon is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's alright. Oh, I hope he's alright. And for what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. It was a dumb thing to do. I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
Yes. I am hardly surprised. Very well. As you wish.
I await your command.
Yes.
Indeed.
Indeed. Of all the...
Yes. Braska.
Yes. Vashaden.
Indeed.